They better to be retweeted.
Oh, hey, look. Fresh that one down. Oh, that's wow. Well, with you, Night Sky, probably have your screen actually muted. Not that it means anything.
But you don't want to hear yourself twice?
You're muted.
I'm your best friend now.
Oh, wait.
No host, you're instantly dead as soon as we start.
Wrathful DM, wrath that way. No, Pisha.
Sounds good. Hello, my children, and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Alan Yelloweyed. I am the High Priest of the Great Yellow Eyeball. May its gaze be upon you this and every single one of your days, guys. You have no idea how much excitement I've had over this today. So yeah, there's a lot of excitements. Joy Toy, thank you very much for that host. You are now my best friend.
Did you say hello?
No, I said hello, but that's close enough.
But guys, so this is going to be a little bit different from my normal thing because we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. I've got players that I kind of got to concentrate on. I won't be as interactive in chat as I normally am. There will be less reacting to the buttons that are pressed, and the big buttons are completely turned off, as most of you probably already tried after you tried to hit them a bunch of times after they went live. So it's going to be a little different, a little less interactivity than most, but you guys are going to meet all the new players. We're going to do some things. So, as you know, my name is Alan the Yellow-Eyed, High Priest of the Great Yellow Eyeball, but today, I am the Dungeon Master. And now, we're going to turn this on, and we're going to talk about our players, because what's a Dungeon Master without his players? So, first things first, we are going to do a quick introduction of everybody who is playing in our game. And, in alphabetical order, our cast of players, not their characters, but the players themselves, are Deviant Design.
Hi.
I am Pingus.
Howdy.
Raven.
Hello?
Null Hercules.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
And Wormhole Willie.
What up?
And of course, there's a what up at the end. So, guys, if you've never experienced Dungeons and Dragons, you are about to watch a live game be played right before your very eyes. With our players here, we're going to allow you guys to learn about the characters at the same time that the characters themselves learn about each other. I find it far more organic that way. So, let's check out the new layout. Look at this, it's so pretty. You guys can see all the things. You can see the characters sitting up top there. This is essentially what you're going to have to look at. You got to use your imagination. This is a game of imagination, but there will be maps and things that are going to show up over there. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing started. The sun hangs low in the sky as the day begins to slow creep towards noon. The grass waves gently from the eastern breeze that also makes it shimmer in the morning light from all the dew. The air smells of damp earth, wildflowers, and burning wood. It's a pleasant morning. Sitting around a smoldering campfire, we see four figures. A very motley crew. A dwarf wearing some chainmail and grumbling under his breath searches through a pack, looking for some of the fruit he brought with him from Waterdeep. A tiefling absently plucks away at his lute, making minor adjustments to the string as he checks each of their tones. A young human woman, head bowed in silent prayer, sword and shield leaning against the stump she's sitting on within quick reach. Finally, and perhaps strangest of all, a creature rarely seen outside of Chult. A turtle gently polishes a rodent skull that is affixed to the top of his staff, humming absently as he goes. They're all here for different reasons, but their fates have aligned themselves to be together at this moment. Yet their number is still incomplete. Not too far off from the camp, there's a fade-wooded sign, an arrow pointing to the left towards Waterdeep. Another arrow points to the right and is labeled Daggerford. And a final arrow, which is pointed straight up the road that our brave group is sitting by. And it says it's headed to Nightstone. That is where our companions are currently headed. And this is where our story begins. So essentially, guys, you have all collected yourselves, your belongings, camp has basically been broken. You kind of know from talking to people that once you hit this intersection where you're at right now, it's about a 10-mile trip to get to Nightstone from where you are right now. A roughly 3-hour trip.
Would you say a 3-hour tour?
Yes, a 3-hour tour, perhaps, even. Maybe.
Short walk. We got this. Easy day.
So what are y'all doing? You gotta start heading up the road? What you doing? You gotta tell me what you're doing.
Yeah, let's get going. Let's start this thing.
Oh!
Well, let's just fire out. Let's get some dirt over that. And I mean, I guess we should get going. So,
Yeah.
Alright. So you start heading north up the road towards Nightstone. And the first couple of hours go by, the first 2.5 hours go by with, like, no issues whatsoever. But as you start getting closer to Nightstone, I will need everybody to go ahead and give me a perception check real quick. And all you need to do that is to go to your character sheets. Yep, there. Oh, there's all sorts of ones. Holy cow.
I don't even know
Alright.
what perception is.
I'm very
It'll be
perceptive.
It'll be under your skills. Not you, Greg. You already know what's going on. This guy here.
Damn it!
Alright, yep. You don't know anything with a 3.
Oh, sorry.
We're missing... So under your character sheet, under the skills, there should be where you see perception. There should be a... There we go. Perfect. All right. Cool. So, everybody but Morgan starts noticing that you're hearing a bell. It's like a temple bell, just ding, ding. It's real faint. And it's coming from the north, the direction you're heading, but it's just, you can hear it, ding, 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 and it just sounds like a church bell. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal. But you notice as you keep walking, it never stops. It just keeps on dinging, and keeps on dinging, and keeps on dinging.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't hear it.
30 minutes later, you crest the hill and you can see your location in the distance, the city of Nightstone. The village, I should say, of Nightstone. And as you get there, as you start cresting the hill, you notice that, and by the way, Morgan, you can now hear the ringing of the bell, since we're like right on top of it. It still never stopped. So for 30 minutes so far, this church bell has not stopped ringing.
Oh, lordy.
That's some impressive stamina.
That you're telling me, right?
Seriously.
So,
Fine, just doing
just
this.
ding, ding, ding,
And,
ding,
my mind is
ding.
agitated.
So, as you kind of get a little bit closer to Nightstone, you start hearing the ringing of the bell, and also you hear let me explain the city. I should probably explain the town before I get too deep into this. So essentially, when you get over the hill, what you're basically seeing is the city sits on 2 islands. Essentially, they dug a moat out of the river to go around this place. So a river flows around the settlement, forming a moat. The village itself is contained with a wooden palisade, beyond which you see a windmill, a tall steeple, and high-perched rooftops of several different other buildings. Not quite sure what they are. Apart from the ringing of the bell, you detect no other activity in the village at all. It seems very, very quiet. Other than the
Can we
ringing of the
determine where
bell.
the bell ringing is coming from?
You can actually see the bell in the top of the
Tower.
steeple, the tower of the steeple. You can see it you can't tell what kind of bell it is, but you can see the bell swinging back and forth. So it's definitely coming from, that steeple that's in the...
I would like to head towards that particular building
Yeah, we should.
and get that
check
ring
that
in
out.
stop.
Okay. All right. Well, give me a second here.
Is there a tavern nearby?
So you're not sure yet. You're not actually in the town yet.
I really need a drink.
I really need a drink. All right. So there is a northern running road that goes up and attaches to the wooden palisade of the Motte. Essentially, this is a Motte Bailey, which basically means there is a lower courtyard type area where the main buildings are, and then the Bailey is a raised area where the keep is. And as you start moving towards that ringing bell in the tower, you notice... Actually, everybody perception check for me.
Seriously, again with a low perception?
You don't see nothing.
I'm clueless here.
You're also rolling persuasion, but may or may not.
Yeah, you
help.
can't... that doesn't help.
Don't try to persuade the bell.
You can't convince me that anything is around here.
I don't even know what else I should be rolling with.
All right, yeah, no worries. All right, so, only Amadrea, you notice that the bridge that goes between, as you get closer, you notice that the bridge that goes between the Motte and the Bailey is missing a large chunk out of the middle of it. So, like, it goes from the Motte section of it, about 10, let's see, how many feet is that? Goes up about 20-25 feet, and then there's about a 15-foot section that's completely missing in the middle.
Hey guys,
Wow.
I don't know if you guys noticed it, but the bridge that we're coming up on, it's got a big piece missing out of it.
It's the bridge to your left side as you're walking up. Unfortunately, the map that I have that I'm about to share with you doesn't have that road on it, but let me go ahead and share this map.
Ooh.
Alright, it should have popped up. What you're seeing there, the road is actually further to the west. Unfortunately, it's not on this map, so I can't show you. But you notice this big section that's missing right here in the middle as you start moving forward. Again, bell is still ringing.
So, where are we relative to this map?
So right now, you're kind of... If you look at the leftmost edge there, you guys are about...
Can you drop a pin?
20
or
feet.
something?
I can't. Unfortunately, I can't. The problem is...
So, you would say the...
Because this map, for whatever reason, doesn't have the road on it, and
Southwest corner?
the map that does have the road on it, I can't show you.
So, you'd say we're roughly southwest corner by that tree?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're right
Okay.
around that tree area. Yeah, that's
Cool.
actually a good spot, except for about another 15-20 feet in, where you're still on the road.
Okay.
So again, bell's still ringing, and you also notice now that you're a little closer to the place that there's no guards in any of the guard towers around this place.
Oh, good lord. We're coming up on a siege. There's a fight here, folks. I'm excited.
Leave it to the dwarf to be like, I'm excited. So as you start moving, are you guys still moving forward to the drawbridge that's on the side of the... Because if you take that map and scroll it up, you'll kind of see where the drawbridge is. That's, another 50, 120, 150 feet north of you.
And that's what I'm thinking. I say we roll up and investigate the bridge at a distance. I mean, there might be something still there keeping watch. So
You're talking about the drawbridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
I recommend I'm recommending we travel up to the bridge. Anybody but the dwarf at this point, because clearly I don't see nothing. And have a good look at that area before we actually just barge in there. So
you're headed that way? All right.
Yep,
What's everybody else doing?
So we're heading up to the drawbridge.
yes.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so as you all start moving up towards the drawbridge, you notice the second odd thing. The first, well, that would be the third odd thing. The first odd thing was the broken bridge. The second odd thing is the missing guards. And then the third odd thing is that the drawbridge is down. Yeah, the drawbridge is down. And then that brings us to the fourth odd thing. The fourth odd thing is a bugbear.
What?
What the heck's a bugbear?
It's a very large... A matter of fact,
How far away?
well, I'm about to... Let me do something real quick. I am about to take care of that momentarily. Gotta add all of you to this. Why did you not drop where I dropped you? Alright, hold on. He's standing right over here. As you guys are coming up the road on the left side that's just offside the map. He is staring intently, not staring intently at the ground, but he's definitely looking at the ground with interest. What does this bugbear look like?
Bugbear.
He's about 8'6", 350 pounds of raw man. Raw man.
Oh my god. And I nearly spit my tea. Alright.
I'm not liking the looks of this bugbear. I think we should shoot at it.
Wait a second.
I don't think we should shoot
Wait,
at it.
wait.
I think we should find out
Nope.
whether he's friendly or not.
Wait a second. That
Is he
bugbear
your
looks
cost-
vaguely familiar.
I'm
I'm gonna go up to him and see if he's... If it's who I think he is, he's gonna be okay. Let me go check it out.
So are you just walking up there, Huss?
I'm just gonna walk up there.
All
I'd
right.
like to ready my crossbow just to be sure, just in case he wants to make a swipe at us or whatever.
Okay. So you're pulling your crossbow out, and if he tries anything, you're gonna shoot him.
Pretty much.
Okay. All right. So Huss is starting to make his way up there. What's everybody else doing? So I know what Morgan's doing.
I'm gonna wait here until Huss lets us know that the guy is friendly.
Okay. Easy enough. All right. So let's go ahead and move this for all the folks on the stream, so they can see what is going on over here. So we got Huss up there talking to... There we go. Now you're actually in the locations there.
Hey,
All right,
I'm
so
on
you
TV.
come up. The bugbear definitely notices you, Huss, as you walk up.
He
Don't I
notices
know
how
you?
yummy you look.
You look very familiar to me.
What do you want?
You look like somebody that I traveled with on a sailing ship a while back.
That could have been me.
I'm pretty sure it was you.
I vaguely remember seeing a turtle.
And how many of us get this far north?
Seriously, Bugbear, when was the last time you even seen a turtle? I mean, when was the last time I even seen a bugbear? I mean, what's a bugbear?
A big goblin creature.
Ooh, delightful.
I'm gonna motion for my friends to come up here. Are you gonna be okay with that?
Yeah, just keep the dwarf away from me.
That's okay. I'll keep my distance from you, buddy. One weapon or another, I can get you.
All right. So everyone kind of makes their way up, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to get everybody to where they need to get. All right, there is... I'm just dropping you in, even though it'd probably be better if I can just... All right, who am I missing? And the dwarf who doesn't want to be anywhere near the bugbear. So he's back here. All right. So we are all together, right beside this area. And, all right, here where we are. Also,
So,
by the way, still dinging. Still dinging.
I mean, at this point, I
So-
would imagine I'm highly irritated. I want to wander in and have a good look in past that drawbridge.
Okay.
Great.
For whatever you can see. Got it. So the drawbridge is attached to two chains that go up to the either side of the towers that are directly next to it. Again, empty, just like the guard towers were on the south side of the city. So, further in, it looks like a mess. You can see a couple of large rocks just kind of embedded in the dirt directly in front of the drawbridge. Well, a little bit in, about 30 feet in, 40 feet in. You can see other ones further in as well.
So, in this particular case, I would like to wander in just a little bit, cautiously, of course.
All right, show me where you're going.
Let's see. I'll move me roughly to right here. If I'm there, like, I can only see past how you say... Oh, hold on. My view... Actually, hold on.
So essentially, your view is going to be directly between those two towers and straight back. You're not going to be able to see much more past that particular place.
I'll move right there and to see if I can't get a more broad view inside this place.
Okay, as you start moving up a little bit, you notice that over there to the north side of where you are, there is what looks to be a temple of some sort. That is where the bell is that is just constantly ringing. It still has not stopped. Also, looking in a little bit farther, you actually notice a couple of these things. Give me a second. They are visible.
Okay.
And visible. So there's two very large wolf-like creatures.
Yeah.
And they are eating something.
I mean,
That's not good.
You can't quite make out what they're eating, but they're both heads are down and they're gnawing on something.
interesting. So I turn around to the party. You know what? For the moment, I put my weapon away. That's not to threaten nobody. I'll make you guys a deal. I'm sorry for threatening you, Mr. Bugbear. I just don't know what's going on, but I'm concerned about what these creatures are eating in this bill. Care to work together and maybe figure the whole thing out?
So
I
I'm
just
gonna
wanna
move
shut
up.
that
Can
bell
I
off.
use nature to figure out what they might be? My nature skill.
Yeah. Go ahead, yeah, if you want to use wisdom nature.
Ooh, nice.
They are wargs. They are large, wolf-like creatures that are nasty dispositions. So unlike other wolves that are generally, scavengers and carnivores and things like that, these are extra vicious and will go after things because they're very large. As you can probably see there, they're a good 5 foot tall from, their shoulder down. So they're very large creatures.
Do they happen to like turtle?
They like anything they can get in their mouths.
I would like to pull my heavy crossbow back out because I am now frightened.
Okay.
These things are larger than the dwarf.
Okay.
How far away are they? Roughly?
From where you're at right now, it's 5 feet per square, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, I can do this the easy way. It is... Oh, this one doesn't do the thing. Alright. I thought this one does the radius, but apparently it doesn't. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40... I'll just count it and multiply by 5, that's easier. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, so it's about 25 squares, so you're looking at approximately 130 feet.
130 feet. Wow. So the bell is ringing roughly 2 buildings up and to the left, correct?
No, it's that building directly north of you, with the steeple. If you can kind of see that.
So if we walked in right now and made a left, we'd be right there.
Pretty much, yeah. Are you guys looking at the map?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I would like to move towards that temple if I can.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and start making your way that way. Jumped over the water and all that fun stuff. Yeah. So you start moving your way up, and whatever those wargs are, they're interested in whatever it is that they're over there chewing on.
I'm gonna move up with the rest of the group,
Okay.
and I'm
Same
gonna
here.
try using my divine sense to see if I can sense any other evil besides the wargs.
So divine sense should be celestials and demons and things of that nature, and you don't sense any of that here.
Okay.
I just want to shut the bell off. I hate that racket. Can we just-
Bung,
Can we get rid of
bung.
that?
It's really loud too.
Okay, pull. If we shut the bell off without dealing with them, that might set them in this direction. Right now, we have element of surprise. They're distracted.
Can I roll an insight check on these wards?
For
I'm
what
just
reason?
curious. I'm just, you're right. There is no reason.
Okay, well, so I know like some of y'all are new. Like, try to just say like what you want to do, and I'll tell you what you need to roll. So just think of your character as a person and what you would want them to do, and I'll tell you if you need to roll anything. Because sometimes you don't need to roll anything, and I'll just tell you what you want to know.
Fair. So, I say we go. I'm still confused on the directions to the tower. So the tower's directly south of us or north of us, you see?
What are you talking about? The keep?
Wherever this bell is.
That's
Right to the
that is
north.
that is the
It's
temple.
to the north.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
there. That's the
Perfect.
temple that's right here.
Perfect.
And as you can see, as you get a little closer, that the front door is completely wide open on this temple. The temple itself it has a lot of stained glass windows. There's images of birth. There's images of the rising sun. There's images of unicorns. All kinds of interesting things of that nature.
Well, someone's got to be ringing the bell. I think we should go find out who.
Also, yes.
I don't think we should shut it off yet.
Not shut it off, but someone's got to be alive because someone's got to be ringing it.
Okay.
And they don't think it's a warg.
All right.
So, I'll before I actually enter the building, can I look inside from here? I would like to have a better view of what's actually going on inside this building.
So you're actually that
Or-
actually is a window that you're trying to look through, and it's stained glass, so you can't see much there.
So
I forgot it's up front.
That is right.
It's up here. It's
No, okay, I got you with that. With the
that's
road
the
is.
front
It's
door.
up there, right?
All right, yeah, that's the front door.
So,
All right.
Do these wargs notice us yet, or are they still preoccupied?
Everybody roll an insight or a perception check.
Let's see. Perception. Not
So,
bad.
wow, you actually...
Right.
So, Morgren, you notice that while they haven't made a move towards you yet, they definitely know you're there because you can see them as they're chewing on whatever the hell it is that they're chewing on. They are looking in your general direction. They just seem far more interested in whatever it is that they are chewing on presently.
Fair. Alright, so I'm thinking one or two people should enter the building, see what's going on with that bell, potentially shut it off if it's a good thing. I'm worried that if that bell stops suddenly, these dwarves might, I don't know, be none too happy that suddenly their scenery's changing. So I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna hold still roughly right here, and keep watch with my crossbow out still. Let them be, but still should be keeping watch on them.
Okay.
Who wants to go inside?
I'll go inside.
Yeah. Do it.
All right.
I'm gonna wait out here and keep an eye on these guys.
All right, so as you kind of work your way up to this north side, you notice there's way more rocks. There's a few that are just have completely crushed a lot of the gravestones up north. Just, boulders. When I say rocks, I'm talking like 5 feet around,
Lordy.
So you
Large.
can easily hide behind them.
Well, they're embedded in the ground as if they were thrown from somewhere extremely high.
So
The dwarf can hide behind them.
A dwarf might be able to hide behind them, yeah.
totally hide behind the one that I'm behind right now, actually.
All right. So we are now looking in the temple here. Let's go ahead and share that so you guys can see it.
Ooh.
All right. So you can see through that front door there. Inside here, let me open up my map so I can do this thing here.
What's your profanity?
I am trying to find my map. Where's the damn map? There we go. This is for me to have. So, as you are basically looking in there, what you have is what looks to be a standard temple. The temple, and you're basically in the temple. You can see is the temple pulpit. So there's basically high vaulted chamber. You can see the stained glass windows on the north and south sides, and it is gently lit through those windows. It's pretty much empty. There's a couple of plain wooden benches, and it's mostly otherwise just empty. Standing against the back wall, you can see the pulpit, and it's got steps leading up to it, and the floor itself is mostly just dirt. Now, on the west wall as well is a door, and that door is partially open.
And is that the door that, I'm guessing that is the door that's leading up to the bell tower?
That is a pretty good guess.
I'm going to go inside.
All right. Where did your person go?
Right.
Where did... I was trying to put them on the right map, and they just flew away. I don't know what happened.
Whee!
I was like, how does this happen? There we go.
Ha-ha.
All right, you've moved inside. Is everybody else just still keeping watch on what's going on out here?
I think I'll go in there too.
Okay.
I think the dwarf and I are watching the.
Am I going to be able to fit through the door?
Yeah, you can fit through the door. It's a medium-sized door. All right, so you're just
step
gonna.
your head.
Yeah, you just gotta squat your head a little bit, and you're good to go. All right. So you guys both went inside the temple. Everybody else is waiting outside.
I'm alone
Yep.
with the bugbear.
You kids have fun.
This is my plan.
Before.
Pick you guys off one at
Yeah.
a time.
All right. So what's now?
Okay, I'm gonna make my way to the partial open door leading into the bell tower.
All right. Yeah, you can move right up there. As you get closer, you start hearing giggling.
Giggling.
Like giggling.
Oh, glad I got in there.
And it's just, and it kind of seems to be going in line with the ringing of the bell. It seems
Someone's
like
having a little too much fun ringing that bell. Too much of the wine. Maybe there's wine.
On zone horn.
So. Are you gonna take a peek in there? Is that what?
I am gonna take a peek in there.
Would I?
Are you walking in there, or are you taking a peek?
I'm gonna. Okay,
I need to know what you're doing.
okay. I'm gonna look inside the door and see if I can see
All
anything.
right. So when you look inside the door, what you see are two goblins. Both of them are hanging on the rope that leads up to this bell. And they are having the time of their lives right now. Just bouncing that rope up and down, ringing the bell, and laughing their asses off. That's what they're doing right now. They are just having the time. They are having the time of their life right now. Just bing! Bing! It is the best. This is the best ride they've ever had.
I mean, do you guys need some help in there? I know a sharp.
You guys aren't even there. Shush. You're not even there.
I forgot to mention that I saw goblin tracks outside.
Nah.
Oh, thanks.
She just
in
looks in there.
fairness,
She
you
sees
never
two
asked
goblins,
why-
and the bugbear behind it goes, "Oh, by the way, there was goblin tracks." Nice.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go back out and tell the other guys what I saw in there.
Okay. Cool.
I think I'll wait right here and just kind of watch the door.
All right. So headed out. You go outside.
Hey guys, I was just in the tower, and there's two goblins just having the time of their life ringing that bell.
Bing.
Time in there,
Bing. Bing.
They're
Bing.
annoying me
Bing.
this much for their own amusements. I don't like this concept. I would like to go inside and have a stern word with these gentlemen. Very stern, very wordy.
I still think we should let them have their fun for now. We've got other pressing things.
It's a good distraction.
Can we tell from where we are now what the wargs are chomping on?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you can figure that out.
Let's see. That'd be what? Not insight, perception. That one. Not horrible.
It looks like you're not quite sure what it is. It might be a dog. It might be a pupper. Might be a puppy.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
Oh, now I'm mad.
I'm right there with you.
it could be a turtle.
It's the
Yes.
turtle that didn't get away.
Can I see if I can shoot these dogs? Well, you said these are vicious wolves, right?
They're wargs.
They're wargs.
Wargs, yeah. Cranky puppies. Very
Essentially, yeah. Angry puppos. Whatever you want to call it.
cranky. I would like to see something that quick.
Bing, 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 bing,
Yeah.
bing.
I'm still.
Bing,
I
bing,
want to
bing.
stop the ringing. The ringing needs to stop. No. So I would like to go inside this here tower. And
So you're gonna go inside the temple?
yeah, I want to go inside the temple and have a very stern word with these two goblins.
All right, so you go walk into, and you've got the bugbear standing in the middle of the room, looking at the door at the far
I
end.
think we should all follow him in because he's
I
gonna
might
start
kill the
fighting.
door.
Or that.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my crossbow away, pull out the axe, and just hold it. Not trying to threaten nobody, but just being ready. I slowly open the door. Okay, hold on. I don't even have the map, that particular map in front of me. Hold on. Aha! So we go here.
All right, so yeah, when you go up there, you definitely see the two goblins having the time of their lives.
So I open the door, and so wait, hold on. Before I do this, goblins only speak goblin, and what else? Or just goblin?
Common.
I mean, do you know that?
No, I don't actually.
Roll an intelligence check for me.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. Oh god, why do I do this to myself? Oh, I don't know. Shit. I don't know.
You have
So
no
I-
idea what they speak.
I open the door.
You don't even know if they
gentlemen.
can talk.
Exactly. So I open the door. Gentlemen, please, with the one hand that's not holding axe, like that downward. Gentlemen, please, can we just not with the bell?
All right, everybody roll initiative.
Do it.
Which one's initiative again? That's
So if you look on your character sheet, right in the center will be a
INIT.
yeah. Right in the center will be initiative. Everybody's rolling that.
I
Oh,
got a
Larry,
20.
turtle. Woo.
I got a
I got a
20.
1. She's still
I
like
got a
20.
1. Yay! All right. Hold on. Let me do this again because I closed it out. Because I thought you weren't going to go back in there and attack these guys, but I was wrong. So now I have to open this again.
Don't doubt my ability to accidentally drag us into fights.
So as soon
Yes,
as you
air
basically
quotes.
open the door, they look over, since you weren't very quiet about it, and you started just talking to them. They hop off of the rope, leaving the bell to kind of do its slow down. So it gives a last couple of little ding, ding,
And those words.
and then it gets quiet.
Oh, bitch.
And they brandish their scimitars, very upset that you have ruined all their fun.
Did you
Right,
say
right, Raggy.
No, I said hello.
Did I
but
do
that's
All right,
well?
so combat time.
I'm doing
All right.
it for that next.
Margaret, you are up first.
Yay! So I can't see the goblins. So there's two of them, I assume?
You can't see them?
Yeah, the goblins and the wards disappeared.
I took the wargs off, but the goblins should be back. Like, you know what? Because you guys left, I make them invisible again. I gotta revisible them. There you go.
So they still inhabit the spaces they're on, just jump straight down, I'm taking it?
Yeah, they basically just jumped off the rope. They were both hanging off either side of it. The rope was basically right in the middle there.
Inconceivable!
What weapon did I pick here? Hold on, I'm trying to remember what I have. Oh yeah, great axe. I don't have the reach. Okay. So, hold on. I have a lot of speed here. So my question is, if I go, say, here, would I still be able to swipe at that goblin?
Yeah, you have 25 feet of movement. That would only take 10 feet to move there. Actually, it would only take 10 feet to move there, and you can take a swing at him because you still have your action.
All right, so I would like to swing at this gun. So how would I take an actual swing at this guy?
So if you go to your actions page on your character sheet, you should have your great axe there. Take the D20 off of it for your attack. You can just drop it directly on the one you want to target. And that's a miss.
He hit himself in the head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's absolutely a miss on that goblin.
So since I still have 15 feet on this, correct that I could move?
Yeah, you can move again.
1, 2, 3. Nope.
So, all right. So, leaving again, you're going to leave his reach, which gives him a free swing on you before you actually get out of his reach. Do you still want to do that?
I might as well stay in there. If he's gonna have a free swipe at me, if I no free swipe, I'll stay in there.
Okay. All right. Either way, I just was making sure because, like, basically, if you try to leave the reach of an enemy combatant, they can take a free swing at you if they want to. Same thing applies with y'all as well.
Good to know. Thank you, sir. I will stay there.
Okay.
So,
All
Take it
right.
like a dwarf.
Next, Amadrea, you're up. You suddenly hear, what you've heard is essentially, actually you can see in there where you're standing, so you kind of saw the dwarf basically kind of push the door open and tell him to stop ringing the dang bell.
I regret nothing.
And then he ran in there and took a swing and missed.
Yell it.
Okay, I'll go in and attempt to swing at the very top goblin.
Where'd you go again?
Where'd I go again?
I just watch her be.
And it was just like her little icon just disappears. It flies away.
Hey, you don't have fly yet.
Yeah, that's right.
Not till
5, 10,
not till level 3.
15, 20.
Yes.
So you can get from where you're standing, you can get to just inside the door on the far end. Because you have 30 feet of movement, so you can get yourself right here.
Okay, that's where I'll go.
Okay. Cool. Now, if you want to, you can ready an action. If somebody comes towards you, you can, take a swing at them if you have your weapons out, or...
I will pull out my long sword and my shield.
Okay, cool. That works. That would take care of your action there. All right. Mr. Skamos, John Skamos, you're up. You like that? You like that pun?
Huss, do you have any ranged weapons?
I just have some spells.
Can we shoot and cast spells? I'm assuming that little blue piece in the goblin room is a window.
You could do that, yes. If you went around there to that window, yes, you could do that, but you would have to break the window. And it's stained glass, so it's got, all that iron, that's bent around the various pieces of it. So it's not like a pane of glass.
So I assume they don't have line of sight through our friend at the door, or do they have LOS?
So the one Vrak can definitely see Amandrea, and she can't. That goblin can also see Greg in the back now. Now that the door is fully open, and the other one definitely sees you and definitely sees our paladin there in the doorway. But that's all they can see.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Alright, well, it's still Skamos' turn, so...
So, would I be able to break the glass with my dagger and then shoot through the tiny hole I made? Because, even if there's iron bars,
yeah,
I'd still be able to shoot my crossbow through it, right?
Oh, yeah. So, if that's what your plan is to go around there, yeah, you should be able to break it. It'll take, let's see... 20, 25, 30... Yeah, you can just get to the window with your movement. So if you want to go ahead and move your character over there, you can go ahead and 1-up. And that puts you at 30 feet.
Alright.
So yeah, you can go ahead and use your action to break the glass if you want to. Is that what you want to do?
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and just go ahead and just give me an attack roll. Actually, you don't even give me an attack roll. Just give me a damage roll against it.
Where do I do damage rolls at?
If you go to your action tab, it'll show your weapon. Just grab the damage and roll it into the tray.
Ah. Oh wait, that's throwing my dagger. Don't really want to do that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, look at that. 5 damage. Yep, so the glass makes a pretty hefty thud, but it does break enough where there is a decent sized hole in there. And you definitely got the one goblin's attention that's closest to that window. That handles your turn. All right. The one goblin who was really kind of upset that you just took a swing at him. He doesn't want any of your crap. All right. So what he is going to do is he is going to take, with his scimitar, take a swing at you, and completely misses. He is then going to... He has nowhere... Oh, I know what he can do. Yep. So what he's going to do, he's got... One thing about goblins is that they're very sneaky and wily, and they can slip through, because they're small. So he's going to go slip through between all of you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that's as far as he can move. So he runs, basically ducks through all of your attacks trying to hit him, and makes his way over to, but actually, yeah, and makes his way all the way over to that corner of the room. And that's where he stops. All right, because that's all he can do. Huss, you're up. And by now, you guys are definitely aware that there's some sort of noisy combat happening inside the church for real. For reals.
And someone's doing property damage.
There's property damage. I mean, I think there was a lot of property damage well before y'all got here. There's large boulders in the ground everywhere. So there's
I'm
that.
Not all too afraid of a lawsuit for breaking up stained glass.
This city started to look like a Moncala board.
That's right.
I might be able to mend it after if you're worried about it.
Oh yeah. You can fix it.
So, my concern is still on what the wards might be doing in this case. Can I tell if
they're still kind of chewing away, but they do notice the noise and they seem to kind of be looking at it. But again, they're eating.
So, I'm just gonna step inside the door. Then I want to stay where I can see them and see what's going on.
All right. So basically, like right around there in that corner. Yeah, you could easily 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet. That gets you right in there. So yeah, you can, when you get in here, you definitely see that in the corner just around that corner there, that there's a goblin standing there with a scimitar bared. And everybody else is kind of looking at that little guy. That's essentially what's going on in there. You still have an action.
Take a swipe at a goblin. Swipe at a goblin.
Well, I don't think he's got anything ranged.
I can't. I don't have anything ranged, so.
Darn.
So unless I can roll a skill to do anything that's going to help us at this point, I think I'm done with what I'm going to do.
So my suggestion is ready an action to hit any enemy that comes within 5 feet of you. So
Okay,
at least when you ready an ability, so essentially, if he tries to run past you, you can basically get a free hit on him. Essentially, so you can at least use your action for something if something comes to pass. That's called ready in an action.
All right.
All
I'll
right.
do that.
Cool. So action is readied, and now our other goblin, who watched his buddy basically leave him there, is not happy about things. So he already watched his one friend take a swing. So what he's going to do is he's going to come up here and he's going to take a swipe at that lady standing in the middle of the door. And that's going to be a hit. He rolls a 23, which will definitely hit.
Wow.
And did 4 damage. All right. So after he does his quick hit, and he does a little cheer because, you know, he's happy that he was able to do something, he also gets his little wily ways and moves himself through the doorway. 20. And he also moves himself over by his buddy. And that's his turn. Gregic. Oh, Greggy!
They're in Greggit country now.
They're in Greggit country now, boys!
Oh, smash.
Get wrecked, son!
But are both of those guys in my reach? I have a 10-foot reach.
Yes, you have a 10-foot reach, so yeah. Yes, both of them are.
All right.
Diabolical, that laugh.
So I'm going to take my halberd.
Okay.
And I'll smash the one furthest to the right.
The one in the corner?
Yeah, the one in the corner.
All right. Yep. Go ahead. Take your swing.
I think that's how I do it, right?
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Normally, if you just drop it on the one you want to attack, it'll basically do auto targeting for us.
My bad.
Yeah, no worries. But it's an 18, so that's a hit.
Okay, so then do I roll again?
Yeah, just take you drop your damage dice on top of them. Well, that'll work too. That's a hit. Yeah, now just drop your damage dice on top.
Oh, isn't that what I just did?
No, that was an attack again.
It's what's next to it, like a 1d8 plus 2 piercing.
Yeah,
It's not really a dice.
Oh, the
it
1d10
just says
plus 3.
text.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
1d10 plus
yeah,
3.
That on his head.
Yep. 7 damage. All right. So you didn't take him down, but he is heavily wounded.
Is it going to be moving fast anymore?
Nah, probably not. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, you definitely, with a good swipe with your reach weapon, you were able to clip him in a pretty good sensitive area.
Whoops.
And he didn't like that at all. Actually... Yep. Because you did 7 damage. Yep, there he is. All right, got him. All right, you gonna move, or you just gonna stand right there, and are you good?
Yeah, I'll stay right here.
Okay, cool. All right, Orgrin, it's you.
1, 2, 3, 4. And would I be able to still attack them cat corner? Like next to them?
Yeah, you can attack diagonally. Yeah.
Okay, fabulous. 1, 2, 3, 4 then. There's the 4 movements.
Yeah, it's 20 feet.
Pow!
Oh!
Yeah.
That's a crit. Whoa! That is a critical hit. That's a win.
Also,
That's
hold
a
on.
crit!
Roll the 20 on the dice, critical hit. That means you roll double damage. And wow, 12 damage, which totally murders his face.
Yeah.
Eli,
just a
took his head off.
Yeah,
Squat on the
your
side of
axe.
You should have run for me.
Your axe basically slices him right through the neck, down through the rib cage, almost going all the way through, but stopping just short. But his upper part of his body peels off from the bottom part from the angle and kind of flops over, and then the rest of him falls directly behind him.
Clean up
So-
on aisle 1.
Yeah.
If possible, I'd like to make eye contact with the now dying other goblin. I'm not happy.
Okay. All right. I got goblins. Yeah. Eye contact
with
it
that
is.
goblin. I
Yes.
kill you next, buddy. I kill you next. Anybody else
Nice.
want to take a swing?
All right. Holy crap. That's amazing. The first combat, we already got our first crit. I don't know how that happened, but here we are. Anyway, so Amadrea, you are
Wasted
up.
it on goblins.
That's right.
Inconceivable! To attack
The other one?
remaining-
Yeah, you can get in there. You can get right between Morgrin and Greg.
Right
Yep.
there.
Yep.
And I'm going to use my longsword and attack him.
Okay. Go right ahead. Drop it on top.
Whoops. What is my damage? Sorry.
If you go to your actions,
Over two to the left.
you should have yeah. So the attack roll, you'll drop that on top of the one you want to attack, and we should see the d20 roll.
Did I not do the...
That was weird. What did it? Oh, you are... I got it. So, no, not damn it. You got to roll for an attack first. So, the one directly next to it is your attack. I don't have a character sheet for me to look at directly. Give me a second here. Yeah, so if you go... If
It's
you go to
gonna
your
look
inventory...
like a dice with a plus.
You're gonna want to use that one for.
So,
yeah, that's the one I used.
oh, is it the one you used? Why did it not? Oh, 'cause for whatever reason, it didn't drop it on. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's a hit. So go ahead and now you take your damage, which is the thing sitting right next to it, and drop that dice on your target, please. Oh, those were 20s again. That's weird. All right. Well, either way. Now do it for your damage.
Wait, is that it then?
There we
I might have
go.
had the wrong one.
There you
I
go.
grabbed the
That
wrong
was
one.
it. Yep, that was it.
Good job.
8 damage to Mr. Oh, that should be on the other one. So that goes up to 15 damage. And, yeah, that'll do it. So, you basically take your long sword, and with a flourish, you pierce him directly into the throat. He makes a gurgling noise as he slowly slinks to the ground. They are both dead.
Yay.
Sweet!
End combat, I assume? Or has the wargs decided to join in on the...
I don't know, y'all. Most of y'all are inside except for,
I don't see any wargs from where I'm at, so I mean...
They're still there. They're still at the same spot.
Are we still turn-based, or are we free to move about?
We're free to move about the castle. I mean...
I'll let you guys loot the bodies. I'm gonna just go hang out the front door of this chapel.
I would like to investigate both of these bodies, please.
All right, give me 1 second, and I will let you know what comes with that. Gotta make sure you all get awarded your XPs. I mean, if you don't want it, you know, that's cool. I don't have to give it to you or anything.
I like XP. XP's nice. Thank you.
All right. There we go. All right, that is dropped in there. All right, so so you're going back to the door. Yeah, so the two wargs are still absolutely sitting there. Let me put them back for you. And visibility, visible. Visibility, visible. All right. Yeah, they're still there and they're still chewing, but they're like crunching bones at this point. Like they're pulling meat off, but they're really having a good time with the doggy bones that are still there.
That other building that's in between us and the wards, kind of.
Yes.
Is there, that sidewalk that goes up and then to the right?
Yes.
Or that road or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Is there a door there?
That's yes. So no, where are we at here? That one going to the side. Yes, that is where the door is. Sorry, I had to pull up the right map. It's not on the map for some reason, but yes, that's the front. That's one of the doors. That is the front door. I mean,
can I go to that place and check it out?
Which way you walking? How you getting there?
I'll just take that. Can I pull my guy?
It might let you move it onto the other map.
Back out as well.
So everybody's gonna move out.
Yeah.
No,
Can you?
It won't let me pull it out.
All right, we'll let you pull it out. Stop it.
So, is there any loot on these goblins?
Oh yeah. You did ask me that. So,
I'll wait until you're done with the loot.
yeah, let me finish that piece of it. So after on those two, we have. So they don't have anything on them, no.
No, darn it. Goons, I say. So, yeah, I'd like to then leave the building with the rest of these guys, and whatnot.
Okay.
What's up?
So walking out, there we go. Wait.
Idea.
Uh-oh.
We might need extra meat for the wargs.
A gift for the wargs? You know what? That's a wonderful idea.
These wargs, do they have like saddles or anything on them?
You don't see any.
Because I'm thinking that these goblins might have been like the riders of these wargs.
Huh. Wild riders, you saying? Huh. You might have the idea that we should probably just take them out just preemptively before they're truly a nuisance, because we're going to want to finish exploring around, and I'm sure that these wargs have noticed the bell stop ringing.
So this building, the one that I want to go look at, how tall is like the roof?
It's a 2-story building.
Oh.
It's one of the bigger buildings actually here. You can see from that angle that there is a large boulder that has taken out that corner up there as well. But yeah, so it's a 2-story building, for sure.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
I would like to walk up that sidewalk now and take a peek. So
All
I'll
right.
go this way.
So as you start moving up that direction, the wargs decided that maybe their meal isn't as interesting as you, since you seem to be a whole lot fresher than what they're currently chewing on.
I haven't showered in months.
I was wondering what that smell was.
That's right. You smell delicious. Everybody roll initiative. We're about to fight again.
Oh, Lordy.
Hey, at least the bell's not ringing anymore.
Right!
That's true.
Happy about that, by the way.
Oh, yeah! There's that big number. Woo!
Go get wrecked, son.
All right. Did everybody do the thing? Here we go. All right. That's everybody. So, Greg, you are up.
Alright, so do I know like their speed, like how far they can travel?
You know that they can move a whole lot faster than you can.
I was scared of that.
It's got 4 legs, man.
Seriously.
Let's see here. Where's a good spot? I'm going to move forward about right here.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to prepare myself with my halberd.
All right. So you got to ready for the.
Yeah. Do I have to click a button or anything?
No. Just so like some of the stuff is automated in this, but not everything is. So.
All right. I'm also going to tell these wargs that they should not do what they're thinking about doing.
Are you yelling at them in Goblin?
Yes.
All right.
I'm yelling at them in Goblin.
What are you yelling exactly in Goblin?
Don't eat us.
Don't eat us. All right. That works.
Good message.
All right. Yeah, I like it.
We have some yummy turtle for you.
Turtles.
You're not feeding them my turtle friend.
I'm suddenly rethinking my decisions and joining this group.
Yeah, that's.
Don't worry, turtle. I got you. I'll protect you. It's cool.
All right. So, so this is going to give you an idea of what you guys are looking at here. So this is the town square where these two wargs were. This is a muddy open area, and there is a big gaping 5-foot deep hole in the center of it that you can definitely see right there on the map in front of you. So there's it's a mess. You can see all the extra boulders and stuff that are in the ground. There's an empty wooden cart that you can kind of see over the side. And so you can kind of see signs. So that northern building from here, you can tell that that's called the Nightstone Inn. And to the south, across the way, almost directly south from there, is the trading post. The Lion Shield trading post. So, all right. So those guys, you have their attention, for sure. And we have... Hold on, I gotta check something real quick. Give me a second. Okay. We are... So Greg's done. And the next person up is Skamos! So you kind of heard you heard something being yelled, unless you speak Goblin. That sounded somewhat desperate, and you hear some loud growling.
Whatever shall you do?
Dwarves can be reasoned with. I do have Speak with Animals. It'd be using one of my 2 level 1 spells for the day. But I could try and convince them to just, leave. Or I can just shoot at them with a crossbow.
Okay. I mean...
Anybody have any opinions on that?
Well, you are kind of still standing by a window, so first off, you might want to get range.
Well, yeah. But...
Come to Gregan country.
Can't move that far. I'm not 8 feet like you.
Yeah.
I mean, you do whatever you want to try and do, my dude.
Right.
Let's see. What's the range on this crossbow?
5, 10, 20, yeah.
Does it say?
Definitely get there. Yeah, you should be 80 without disadvantage, and I think it's like 320 with disadvantage. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head.
Yeah, that looks about right.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'll just shoot him in the face. Or I'll
try to anyway.
That's a good one.
There we go. That's a hit.
I think that's his face.
All right, 3 damage. You hit him. Yep, you sure did. It yelps in pain as your crossbow bolt pierces his side. But you may just have, did nothing more than really just irritate the crap out of him. And speaking of which, all right.
You get small and irritating, right?
So this one jumps up here, so that's 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet. And he still can have some move. All right, so he runs straight up to the closest one to him and decides he wants to take a delicious, flavorful bite of
Greg attack first since he
oh wait, you ready? Yes, you did. So and
attack opportunity?
No, well, you readied your action to attack anybody that got near you, remember?
That's right.
So go ahead and take your attack.
So okay, I do the halberd thing again.
Yep, do the halberd thing. That is for a 14. What are these guys' armor class? That's a hit.
Oh. And I drop it on him.
Yep. There we go. 8 damage to the warg. Wounded him a little bit. He did not like that. He definitely doesn't like being hit in the face like that. So generally, generally not a likable situation for him. All right, cool. So he's done with his turn. He took a bite. So I rolled already, and it was an automatic miss. He rolled a 1, so he completely misses you. But this warg here, though, has already been hurt. And we're going to call that 5. And then 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50.
Wow,
so he can't...
What a range.
So he can't quite get to you, but this one here is looking you dead in the eyes, Gamos. You look delicious, by the way. I just want to... you look like one of those, those sausages that you get in gas stations, and they have, like, they're bright red, and they look like they should that they will give you, a disease just by buying them. But, since you're a bright red tiefling, that's exactly what you look like, a bright red sausage to this warg.
Well, even if I die here, at least I know.
At least I know I look like a sausage. Yes, that's... Alright, so that warg is done. Oregon, you're up.
Alright, so curious. If I change over from from two-handed axe to crossbow, does that take anything away from combat?
So you can do, if you drop your axe and then pick up the crossbow, you can do that no problem. Dropping something is free, and then pulling out your weapon as part of an attack is perfectly fine. However, if you want to put your axe away and then pull your crossbow out, that will take up your entire action to do that.
Good to know. Thank you. Plan B then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna go right there. 4, I believe that's my appropriate speed.
Yeah, you're good.
I would like to try to intimidate this. Since I have the proficiency in it, I might get away with it. I want to see if I can't scare this dog into submission. Maybe we don't have to fight it. Maybe we can just scare it.
How are you doing that?
Arguably, suggestively using an intimidation strength roll.
No, I got it. What are you doing to try to...
Oh, okay, I got you. Since I still have my two-handed axe, that I assume is still fresh with goblin blood. Probably This thing's master. I just want to get real big, real mean, looking it square in the eye. I want to see if I can't be bigger, scarier as a 4-foot dwarf.
All right. Yep, roll it.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, roll it.
Thank you. Wacha!
That's a 15. So you get as big as your 4-foot frame can. And just, let me see your war face yelled at this warg. You definitely get his attention. He looks at you, and with a mouth larger than your head, basically growls right back at you.
Damn it! I tried. I'm trying to curve that. I am. So attack phase, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to count that as an action. You just kind of ran up screaming at him and didn't phase him one bit. So if you want to take a swing, please do.
Wait. My screen, not your screen.
Oh, that's a hit.
Hooray!
Total of 18. That is a hit. All right. 10 damage to that warg. He is heavily wounded now. He is not looking as healthy and rambunctious as he once did when he was a young pup. A little bit ago, or whatever you want to call it. Yep, so we're good there. Warg is done. And next. All right, so what's happening? Let's see who's next here. All right, suddenly around the corner.
Oh.
Somebody pops his little head about that you didn't see before. He screams, "Briac!" Which, Greg, you know is a warning scream. And, pulls out his short bow and takes a shot at Morgan.
Oh, Lord, there's a goblin over there? Whoops.
And he rolls a 14, which does miss. All right, so he takes a short bow, takes a shot, and completely misses. And that would be his turn. And then a second one, a little bit farther back.
The goblins are coming out of the woodwork.
Kinda, they came around the corner. That's close.
Like
Like me, like the bully ones. I mean,
And what? I don't even know what that means. These words make no sense to me. Yeah, so
Borderlands 2,
this one other comes around the corner, and he also pulls out his short bow, but he had to move farther and can't shoot. So, that is the end of his turn. And then, out of this door of the trading post,
oh lordy,
another one comes out.
one bites the dust.
Down.
Gee, you know, I just want to point out, if the bell was still ringing, none of them would have heard any of this. But
can the wargs fit inside the church?
They would have a harder time. They can get in there, but they would have to squeeze through the doorway to get inside because they're how big and bulky they are.
I say one's almost dead if we focus on it, but I mean, there's a lot of these goons at this point.
Right, so this one walks out.
It might be a little easier if we go in the church. Then they have to come to us.
All right, so the one that came out can move itself up right here. And once it moves itself right there, it is going to take a shot at the nearest one. See, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yep, all right, he can definitely do... Well, she. This one's a female. Anyway, this one takes a shot at... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Greg. Oh, that's going to be a hit. That's 22. That is definitely going to hit you with that arrow. And... Oh, damn, 7 damage to Greg. That sounds like a terrible idea. And that's the end of her turn. And we are... Amandrea, you are up.
Okay, am I close enough to attack the ward closest to me?
You have to move 1 square down.
There?
Yeah, I'll move you. Yeah, but yeah. Right there.
Okay. And I'm gonna attack him.
Yep, go right ahead. Let's do it. 7's going to miss.
Oh, crap. How do I check what my AC is?
It's going to be on the front side of your character sheet. The top
Main.
Right by initiative?
main, yeah, right next to initiative. All right, so that was you had to move. That was your action. That's all you can do unless you want to try something else. I'm not sure because I don't think there's anything else you can do. Whoops. Hoos, you're up. So you got
All right.
you got two big wolves, and you got 3 goblins.
Let's work on
So-
these wolves, folks.
Where I'm at right now, I want to cast Entangle because I think I can get both wolves in it
Okay,
because it's a 20-foot square.
is it a square or is it a radius? Yeah, so a 20-foot
20-foot
radius.
square starting from a point within range.
Okay, so it's a square. A 20-foot square. Whoa. Would be
If I put it in the
this.
square, yeah, I
Uh,
already calculated it out. If you moved it up a couple and then
Yep.
over 2,
like right there. You can definitely get both of them. All right.
Nice.
so
Wait,
that's
am
what
I
I'm
in that
gonna
too?
do.
What's that?
Am
No,
I in that too?
you're not. You're just
Okay.
outside of it.
And that's a concentration one, so I have to stand here and just.
No, so you can do
Yeah.
other things.
Okay.
All a concentration spell means is that you can't cast another concentration spell without losing concentration on the first one. But you can still attack, cast other spells, and everything else. But if you take damage, there's a chance that you could lose your concentration. So that all it means for concentration is that you can only have one up at a time with concentration, and it keeps you from like stacking tons and tons of different abilities and on top of things. That's essentially what that point is for. So actually, I'm just going to leave this right here as a marker on where this entangle is. They get a save on that, do they not?
They do. It's a strength.
All right. I will go ahead and do that. So on our first warg, we will open that up. Where's that? Here you are. So the first one here. Strength, you said, right?
Yes.
All right, first one. That is an 8, which I don't think is good enough to beat your DC. I think yours is a 13. Which I'm pretty sure I can verify here. And what is your wisdom is +3. Yep, it is a +3. All right. So, yep. So the first one is definitely caught. What is it? Restrained? Is that what it gives them?
Yes.
All right. See, I remember some of the stuff, but I don't ever remember all the things. I forget sometimes. All right. So conditions for the warg. He is. Where is that? Restrained. Not on Huss, you dummy. I'm still getting used to this. You somehow you did yourself. How do I take that off? Actually, why won't it let me? All right, that's not what I want. Attributes, weapons, offense. There you are, restrained. Let me get rid of that. Alright, so that is warg number 2. Let me add restrained to him. Let me do it this way.
Up by the bugbear.
No, that was the bottom one, not the one by the bugbear. The bugbear is next.
Okay.
I'm doing that one now. And then him, his save is a 5. He also completely fails. So he is also restrained. Oops. And restrained. Got it. They now both have the restrained, and Huss no longer is restrained because I took that off of him because I'm a nice person. All right. So yeah, both of those are completely restrained. The vines climb up out of the dirt and ground and wrap around their paws and kind of are going to keep them from moving around.
Now, can I still move up behind Greg?
Yes, you absolutely can. Yep, good to go.
Okay.
All right, cool. End of turn. Greg, you're up.
Well, found myself
Good job, Greg.
Pickle here, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep attacking Warg 1.
All right.
Hit in the face! Hit in the face!
That is an 11. Actually, can you drop it on him? Because I'm trying to remember what restrained gives you. I don't remember off the top of my head.
You want me to re-roll it then?
Yeah, roll it on top. Whoa. What the heck happened there?
I don't know.
I guess
You have advantage. That's why. You have advantage because they're restrained. That's what you get. That's why I wanted to make sure, because it's like, okay, yeah. So you definitely hit. You drop the 13. You hit with the 23.
Okay, so then...
And Alan,
Go
real
ahead.
quick, it does say on those that the creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against the spell to try to get out.
Yep. I was tracking that one.
Do you still want me to do a damage then?
Yes, please. Because you definitely hit. All right.
Nice.
9 more damage. It is looking very, 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 very hurt. It is very hurt. That's the best way to say it. It is very hurt. By the way, guys, you can see the little status indicators, the little dots on the bottom side. It'll kind of give you an idea of how hurt they may be. All right, so Greg, are you going to move or anything, or are you good?
No, I think I'm gonna chill right here and, be done for my...
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. Skittles! You're up. You have a warg barreling down on you as we speak.
Run away! What?
But he's also... Actually, not anymore. His paws are all wrapped up. Never mind. He was running straight towards you.
Yeah, he was. Look me dead in the eye.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Is there like a preferred range for crossbows, or
So
should I just shoot here and still be
anything under 80 feet is a normal attack. But once you go over 80 feet, you'll have disadvantage on any attacks that you do. Up until 320, and anything over 320, you can't even target with.
Okay, so it doesn't matter if I get right up in his face and
Nope.
shoot it.
No, not for a ranged weapon.
All right, sounds good. Then I'll just
Shoot Mr. Warg 2.
shoot him again.
Excuse me?
Look at that. 22, that is a hit. 18 plus 4 gives you a 22, which makes it a hit.
Yeah, my face.
And 9 damage. All right. Your crossbow hits it. Or actually, you got a bow, don't you? Regular
Crossbow.
bow? Crossbow. Okay, yeah. Your bolt pierces his ribs. If he wasn't pissed off at you before, he's really pissed off at you now.
Yeah, you better hope he doesn't break free.
That's definitely what happened there. So yeah, that's... Are you moving or anything, or is that your turn?
You should probably run, buddy. Just a little bit. Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't matter what I do. It can chase me down. It can move
Fair.
50 feet. I can move 30. I'm only 20
Oh,
away.
good lord. Fair.
I'll just wait here.
All right. So Warg 1 does not like being all wrapped up, and they are going to go ahead and do a strength check. That is a 9. That will not break him free. And that was his turn, because he can't do anything else but that. I could have attacked, but he can't move.
That's a good spell.
Right.
It's a nice denial spell. It really is. And then the second one, he is going to try to break free. And with this one, damn, rolls a 7. I can't get free. Why can't I get any of my puppy dogs free? I want to eat all of you.
You know,
I mean,
you can't get them out.
I don't mean. All right, so he is still stuck, and that's the end of his turn. He can't do anything either. Morgren.
What? Oh,
You're up.
That's right. Hold on. That one. Click.
All right, yep.
21.
Great Axe. It drops the 1, so you get a +5. That's a 21. That's a hit.
That's horrible.
And
I mean, still kill him though.
after you hit him with your axe, he collapses to the ground. A pool of blood slowly forming underneath him.
Oh yeah. So with that said, I still have my movement.
Yes, you do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. So if I run through this square, I'm taking it that I would get entangled as well.
If you run, I don't know if that spell. Hold on, let me check it real quick, because I don't remember off of the top of my head.
It says that the plants turn the ground into an area into difficult terrain.
Yeah, difficult terrain. So it costs you double movement to move through that area. That's right. Anything within it when it starts gets entangled, and then after that, it's just hard to walk through. I'm remembering a little bit. All right.
I'll use my movement speed to go right up to this goblin, or at least as close as I can.
Yeah, as close as you can get. Got it. All right, cool. And that would be you. So speaking of that goblin, he sees you gunning for him, and he don't like it, so he's going to go ahead and shoot at you with his bow. That's going to be a hit with a 23.
Ooh. Got me right in the face.
And 4 damage.
Ooh.
Or 6 damage, I'm sorry.
Woof.
Yeah. They're pretty deadly with bows. And then he is going to go ahead and back himself up around a corner. Away from you.
What?
And
What?
these are goblins, man. They're not frontline fighters. Now the second one, who also sees you directly in front of him, will also take a shot. And that's going to be a miss with a 7. So that one misses. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then moves back there. All right. This one here, just watch one of those poor Wargy Wargs, Wargy Warg and the Funky Bunch, get attacked. He will move himself, or she. Let's see, who's the best person for me to attack? Who's the closest to me? Got it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Short bow has a range of 80. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Yeah, so she's also going to take a shot at that dwarf that's chasing her friends. Because, nope. And that's going to be a hit with a 22. And you are currently dying. You are on the ground bleeding out. That second arrow caught you right in the rib cage.
Morgren?
Yep.
So when would be the appropriate time to use second wind? Now or during my turn?
Second wind you have to use as an action. Or is it a bonus action? Either way, it has to be done on your turn.
Fair. Thank you.
Yep. All right, so Morgren just went down.
I have second wind, I'm assuming, in this case, or I'm still down.
No, you're unconscious, man. You can only do your second wind on your turn, during your turn. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, Amandrea, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to try attacking this other Warg that's
Warg.
still alive.
Got it. Yep. You'll have advantage. And that's going to be a hit. And with hopefully enough damage to kill it, we'll see with this roll. And it's no,
wrong dice.
wrong one.
Why does it not let me? There we go.
There we go. 6 damage. It is looking a little more worse for wear, but it is still in fighting shape. And still angry at the other guy. Moose, you're up.
Okay, can I make it over to him?
5, 10, 15, 20,
And
25.
still do a
Yes.
spell?
Yes. 25 feet, no problem.
I have Cure Wounds.
All right. Yep. Go ahead and cast it on him and roll for the healing. There we go.
Thank you.
There you go. All right. You have regained consciousness. You currently have like 6 hit points left. So there you go. All right. And that was your turn.
Yep.
Greg, you're up.
So, that difficult terrain thing.
Yeah, essentially all it means is that it costs double movement, so every square is 10 feet in that square.
Okay. So if I move to the left corner of that square, could I still hit this ward?
Hold on, let me get this thing
top
right,
left.
because it's in... Yep. What's that? Sorry.
If I move to the top left of that square, could I still hit that ward?
Oh, yeah, because because your halberd's got reach, correct? It's a reach weapon?
Yeah.
A range, yeah. And then you get to add 5 to it because you're a bugbear. So yeah, you have a reach of 15 feet with that
All
halberd.
right, then I'll like to move to that area then,
Yeah, go ahead.
and then I'm
Or
gonna,
you want to go up because you're in the square there.
okay. So right here.
Yeah. You can still hit him
And
from there.
I would like to swing at him.
Yep, swing at him. Kill him. Do it. Oh, that's a miss.
Well,
Even while he was tied up, you can't hit him.
Well, crap.
Well, crap.
I'm
you
done.
s-
I'll end
all
my
right.
turn.
Okay, cool. Skamos, you're up.
shoot him in the face. Shoot him in the face.
I mean, right now, I think you're the only one that's done any damage to this one.
Right.
No, Drea did.
Make him hate me more.
Oh, okay.
I did. Yeah, I did damage.
That's right, you did. That's right. These things are a little tougher than goblins, by the way, if you didn't figure that out yet.
Oh, lordy.
Oh, yeah, that's a hit. That is a 17 plus 4 is a 21. Oh, yeah, heavy damage. It is very close to being unhealthy. Very unhealthy. The opposite of healthy. The direct opposite. All right. Warg's turn. Who is unconscious and dying and dead. So we don't care about him. Matter of fact, I need to just remove that guy from the list. There we go. This one is starting to get really desperate, and it really, really tries to pull itself up out of the brambles that has wrapped itself around it. And with a 15, is able to free itself.
Right.
And
That's its action, though, right?
that's its action, yes. So it moves 5, 10, right there. So it frees itself and moves itself over here.
So does that mean it moved out of my thing? Does that trigger an action or anything?
5, 10. He's still in it. He's still
Okay.
within your threat range because it's 15. Oh wait, no, he's not. He's 20 out. Never mind. Yeah, you get a free swing.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, no,
Hexar. That's a hit. 15 plus 5. That's a 20. That's a hit.
Crush him.
That
crush
long
him.
with that long ass range.
Yeah.
He is This thing is in critical shape right now. It is close to death.
Finish him.
All right. Morgan, you're up.
Yay!
You just got, shot.
bunch of times.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Seriously. Hold on, let me read something real quick. Hold on, find the right tab. I want to read it on my second one. I should have already done it. So it's D10 plus level.
Yeah, it's just basically healing that you can use as a bonus action.
Let's see. I'm assuming, yeah, that's the D10.
So, quick question about my spells.
Yes.
Wacha!
Since I've cast 2 of them, am I done casting spells?
Yes. So you're done casting your cantrips. You can cast as many times as you want.
Right.
But yeah, so you're until you take a long rest.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Until you
That's
take
what
a
the spell slots
Yes.
section is for, right? Okay.
that is correct. Yeah, and as you gain levels, you'll get more of those that you can cast per day.
Yeah, I figured that. I just wanted to double check.
Yep, that's it. Yeah. So.
Sorry about that. I just heard a log fall out of my fireplace.
Oh yeah, it's. Do not burn down your house on account of Dungeons and Dragons, because
absolutely.
It's already been blamed for Satan worshiping and everything else. We don't want to get blamed for burning down a house.
Seriously. So I'm pretty sure this is my 10-drop dice. I'm going to roll it for a second wind. I think this is how we do it. Oh.
Yeah, you're going to be back at full health there. You can drop your wounds down to 0.
Yep, it's second die roll plus 1, but die roll has it.
Yeah. So actually, if you don't have that on your action bar, I'll show you how to do that after the game, but you can drop it where it'll actually automatically do the healing. Don't you just gave yourself 12 wounds. You want to put yourself at 0 there.
Oh. Huzzah!
There you
My
go.
bad.
Perfect.
Thank you.
No worries. So that was your bonus action. You still have your move in action.
I just hold on. I really don't know what to do. I'm kind of freaking out about these goblins. They don't seem none too happy with me right now.
I mean, you took 3 arrows in a row, dude. I mean,
Regroup.
Yes. I almost want to take a charge at the single one down there, but I would imagine these two as soon will come after me.
But then you put yourself in between 2 arrow shooters.
Well, I'm caught between 3 of them right now. I kind of have to go in a direction. Wait, can I go inside this building? I'm right at the door.
no, the door is actually on the left-hand side of it.
Good to know, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would not do me any good. Wait, I'm right next to the turtle, right?
You are next to the turtle.
Turtle. Can I use the turtle? Hear me out. I would like to use the turtle as cover. I'm a 4'4" dwarf. Use a giant turtle.
So, just so you know, anytime that you're attacking through somebody, like with a ranged attack or anything like that, they do get partial cover, so it's a +2 to their armor class. So that's a thing that's default anyway in the game. So you're just gonna stand on the other side of them?
Yep.
All right.
Protect me, turtle! Oh my god!
Save me! Save me, turtle boy. All right.
I need to go check my fire.
Okay. All right. So this one can't see anybody. So he's going to poke his head back around the corner. And he's going to go ahead and shoot at the first one he sees. And that's a miss against us.
Right.
And then decides to skedaddle back around the corner somewhere. And then the other one stands right where they are. Actually, no, they don't. This one goes right. No, he's going to stay there. That's what we're going to do. And then this one is going to take a shot at that dwarf again. Because, I mean, we've already taken him down once. Just try it again. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's a hit with a 17.
Ooh.
And 6 damage. So he's not even here to enjoy that. I mean, Avandrea.
To defend himself.
That's right. Avandrea, you are up!
Okay, gonna attack that warg again.
Alright. Oh, yep. That's gonna hit him. And damage.